Okay, well, it's Nick here, and this is part 2 of 46 winners in a row. So 46 winning trades in a row from what I would call 10 different trading situations. So I've seen 10 different trading setups, and I have had 10 winning situations in a row. Okay, which certainly makes me quite happy. I can live with that, no problem at all. One thing that I will say is when you're watching these videos, I'm using a Jing piece of software which does the screen capture. There'll be a sort of slider on the right-hand side of your screen that you can see the whole screen that I'm recording. You might have to scroll down a little bit, okay? So I just wanted to explain a little bit more about these results in January. The green column, for those of you who are very brand new to trading, green is a beautiful color in Forex trading because it means it's a profitable trade. So the trading platform closed the trade out automatically, so I didn't have to be there for the close. So you can let this run on autopilot once it is set up. You put the parameters in and your stop loss, even a pending trade whereby you can say if it hits a certain amount, then enter the market, which is actually what I did with this US dollar, Canadian dollar. It was very late in my time zone, which is out in Southeast Asia, Singapore, and uh, locations close to that. So I put a pending trade in, and it did trigger, and it made the profit. But when you put a pending trade in, of course, put a stop loss in, but give it plenty of room to maneuver, because there's nothing more frustrating than being correct about your direction, but being stopped out before the pair actually reach the profit target. In fact, a lot of people put on stops that are much too tight. And the reason is they don't understand the fundamentals of what's happening with the currency. Now, the reason my stop last night was very, very large, if you look at the US dollar, Canadian dollar, was the fact that I thought, in my humble opinion, due to the fundamentals, the economic data between these two countries, that this pair had moved as far as it was going to move over at that point, certainly overnight, and was due for a retracement, okay? And I was only going for 7 pips. 7 pips is very little, and because it's a small movement, I thought there's a high probability of it happening, therefore I put 2 positions on. And I made 14 pips overnight, 1.4% on the account, and it's a very nice start to the day. Now the reason I put large stops on, and in fact some of them I even take off as they're closing, is the fact that I trade with a huge emphasis on the fundamental issues of the currency pair. And when I say fundamentals, I'm not talking about noise in the market like CPI data or news trading. I'm talking about the factors that the central banks look at. Okay, so I'm very interested in any news about the central banks, and there's only about 5 or 6 things that they look at. And if the data is whatever the data is there, I will trade accordingly. So I'm a big believer in watching the central banks of the various currencies and then trading fundamentally, obviously heavily using technical analysis to choose my entry points, okay? And without going into a lot of detail, that's basically what I did. And here I had 10 different trading situations, and you might have to scroll down to see all 10. And right at the bottom here, where I'm just highlighting, there's the US CAD, the 2 positions, and this has produced 46 winners in a row. Okay, I've taken stops off when they've been sometimes when they've been closing out, and also, and stops are a huge subject, so I can't explain everything here, but I do trade heavily on the fundamentals. All right, so I hope that's interesting to you. And 46 winners, I'm quite happy with that. And you can check out more videos on the YouTube playlist. From me, Nick, take care and all the best.